When this woman is happy, golden yellow beads of sweat appear on her forehead. Immediately 3 little elves run over joyfully, competing to lick up those sweat beads. But when she feels sad, what flows out is cold blue sweat. The elves fear this blue sweat the most. That morning she walked into the kitchen to prepare a meal. The air was filled with a tempting aroma that instantly brightened her mood. She let a few drops of yellow sweat fall into the lunchbox. The elves happily gathered around eating non-stop. In the evening she sat on the sofa watching TV smiling brightly. Suddenly the phone rang. It was the bank calling to demand payment. Her good mood shattered in an instant. The elves woke up from sleep, only to see the floor covered in cold blue sweat. They hurriedly began cleaning it up. Though the air still held the scent of delicious food, she could barely produce a few drops of yellow sweat. It was not enough to feed the 3 hungry little creatures. At that moment the doorbell rang. She looked through the peephole, and saw a delivery person bringing hot food and fresh oranges. She gently dropped a single yellow sweat bead. The elves cheered and jumped with joy. But after the delivery person left, anxiety returned. A large amount of blue sweat spilled onto the floor again. The elves scrambled to clean it up. Worry followed her like a shadow. She began to fear the mortgage. Even worse, the microwave broke down. The moment she turned off the microwave, a cold sweat poured out, blue, tear-like sweat covering the floor. The hungry elves stared at the hated blue liquid. Out of helplessness they lost control and bit into it. Instantly they transformed into a fierce blue monster. The monster wildly devoured all the blue tears inside the house. The woman desperately tried to make warm yellow sweat flow again, but anxiety only intensified the tide of blue sweat. In no time the elves completely transformed into a giant beast. She trembled all over, frightened. At the moment of despair, another elf found a lonely yellow sweat bead. It hurriedly brought this precious drop back to the woman. The giant monster opened its huge mouth ready to swallow her, but it tasted that familiar sweet flavor. Suddenly it regained consciousness, and returned to its original fragile and gentle form. Seeing it weak and helpless, the woman finally gathered courage. The long-closed door slowly opened. Pushing open the door, she found the outside world was not as scary as she imagined. A new life was waiting for her to embrace.